Good afternoon. Welcome to Afternoon Chat. I'm your host, Ghost Mostly. What's going on, people? The chat is up and running. How's everyone doing today? Give me 1 second and I'll get a poll going. All right, got the poll up. Will you watch Trump tonight on the State of the Union? Simple poll. I wonder, can I do 2 polls at once? Let's find out. The answer would be no. I can only do 1 poll. At least we know now, right? So, how are you guys? It's Tuesday. Afternoon Chat, Monday through Friday, 3 to 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. The stars of the show are the people in the chat. They determine what we talk about. The show has no script. It has no agenda. That's up to you guys. If nobody gets in the chat, then we're stuck with wherever my mind wanders, and who knows? There's no telling where I'm going to go today or any day. I never know. I have no plan when I come online here. I'm just winging it. It's up to you guys what we discuss. I did my family breakfast this morning. It was nice. We had 10 of us there. It was marvelous. Had a good time. Got to visit with everybody. Minimum turnouts are usually 6, but our max can go as high as 12, 13 sometimes. Family and close friends. We had 9 family today, and our 10th was the waitress's mother. She's nice. So she joins us for breakfast. It was a good time. Then I went grocery shopping. It is only in the 20s out there with a high wind. I'm in Michigan, so it's just cold. The wind had some bite to it today. The sun was out. It just wasn't warm. No, our snow's practically all melted. There's a few, some of the gigantic piles are still there. Nothing like what the East Coast has got. I saw some places in the East get 3 foot of snow. I don't envy those people. Don't kill yourself shoveling. I'll tell you that much. Don't stroke out. So what's going on, people? Yeah, I'm having rotisserie chicken for dinner. Not too much else happening here. I did check, and there's still no change on Nancy Guthrie. I believe she's passed away. I think if she were alive, the kidnapper would have sent some proof of life by now. It's not a good sign. But I did see that Savannah, her daughter, did offer a $1 million up to the reward. So if you can find her, $1.1 million is available. I'd say that's worth a drive out into the desert. Okay. You never know. You never know. But $1 million reward would help that family get some closure, I think. If they can find out what happened to her. I was thinking, maybe an abandoned mine, something like that. I was thinking maybe I'll get on Google Earth later and look around, see what I can find. Well, they showed an extra photo of the kidnapper, and they said that he was at her house at an earlier date. They weren't sure which date, but he didn't have his backpack or his gun, at least not visible on him, in that photo. I'm not sure what motivated all this. I really don't know. I mean, there are a lot of people more, that have more money than Savannah Guthrie. I don't know why her mother was selected as and targeted. It doesn't make any real sense. Yeah, but I don't think it looks good. But for 1.1 million, if you're in the Tucson area, I'd go take a look, see what you can find. That family deserves some closure. And there's got to be some way to get those people from camping in front of Nancy's house. They've been out there 24/7 for almost a month now. Something's got to change so that the family can get some type of closure. So are you going to watch the State of the Union tonight? I am not. Sorry, I can't waste 5 minutes on that guy. As far as I'm concerned, it's the worst president in my lifetime. Take two. I think he's twice as bad as he was in his first term. At least 50% of our Air Force is surrounding Iran right now. So for what it's worth, I believe that's up and coming. Well, unfortunately, Trump's finding out that all of our allies are ready to abandon us because of the way he's treated them. I honestly think a 7-year-old could have put together a better foreign policy. Personal opinion. I mean, feel free to jump in the chat and disagree. What do you guys got going on? I went out and ran all my errands. I got everything done. I'm not going out again today. YouTube does want me to ask people to like and subscribe to the channel. If you could, I'd appreciate it. If you can't, don't sweat it. We'll get to where we need to be eventually. I just don't pay that much attention to the details. If you're watching, that's good enough for me. It'd be nice if you chatted, but it's not required. I'm not requiring anyone to do anything. Why would I? I'm in Southwest Michigan, hoping that we don't get any more snow. I'm hoping spring's right around the corner. It's February 24th, so we're almost into March. If this cold weather wanted to stop, I would have no complaints. What's going on in your part of the world? Here it's, I don't know, just cold and windy. Yeah, the football, the NFL combine has started. I believe free agency starts on March the 9th. The Lions got a lot of work to do. That's the team I'm rooting for. Who are you rooting for? Say anything but Minnesota Vikings. You say Vikings, I might kick you out of the room. Just kidding. I like their quarterback, J.J. McCarthy, but he's got a long way to go to prove himself. Well, he came from Michigan, so guy can't be all bad. Yeah, I'm on my Gatorade. Trying to be good. Trying. So, what are you guys up to? I can give you a State of the Union. We are screwed. America's in trouble. Plain and simple. We no longer have allies. We are basically America alone. Trump's so friendly with everybody that's a dictator that anyone that's not a dictator doesn't want anything to do with him. I'm sure he's sold all America's secrets. And he'll probably try to sell our land out from under us. That's what I see. He's just going to get on TV and lie. And as he lies, the Republicans are all going to applaud like it's the greatest thing they've ever seen. My picture of the State of the Union is the next time you get into a voting booth, vote everyone out. Do not reelect any incumbents. We need all new personnel in there. Change them all out. They're dysfunctional. You need to change you got to take out the trash. These guys that, like Mitch McConnell, been in the Senate for 30 years. This is not helping America. It is not to our benefit. It is to our detriment to leave this guy in there. Vote them all out of office. If they already hold a position, they need to go. The best thing the American people can do is put a revolving door on all three houses of Congress: the White House, the House of Representatives, and the U.S. Senate. They're all pedophiles. It's sickening. They're all pedophiles, and we know it. And we haven't even seen all the Epstein files. And we already know that they're all pedophiles. They're disgusting, the scum of the earth. That's my opinion. They're not going to change it. I do not plan on watching Trump this evening. I'm going to watch anything but Trump. Do you feel like this is America's golden age? I don't. Of course, I did go to the grocery store today, and I'm broke. That's all you got to do to empty your checking account nowadays is go to the grocery store. They quit with the tariffs, but Trump says he's going to do them again. The guy hasn't found a law he doesn't want to break. They're still killing people off the coast of Venezuela. They're blockading Cuba and starving their people to death. They changed sides on the war in Syria. Now they're backing the dictator. And if not helping them shoot our former allies, the Kurds, they're at least encouraging it. No, Trump is not pro-democracy. Trump is only pro-Trump. Well, FIFA just showed us how to do it. Go to the trophy store, make him up a $200-$300 trophy, go on TV, kiss his ass for 15 minutes, and you can get anything you want from the guy. Bribe him or blackmail him. That's what everybody else does. I believe Israel and the Soviet Union both have dirt on Donald Trump. He'll never go against either one of them because they'll publish what they got and everyone will know for certain that he's a child molester. I think the press should ask him questions about it. What year did you stop molesting children? That's what I'd ask him. These people are pigs. All of them. Worthless. Pam Bondi, worthless. Willing to cover up pedophiles. The largest pedophile ring in the history of the world. And she's leading the pack saying, I'll never give them all the information. Don't worry. Kash Patel, he's deleted more crimes than he's investigated. He's in charge of the Nancy Guthrie. How's that going? Yeah. He went to Italy. Instead of doing his job, he decided to go to Italy. On your dime. Yeah. Pathetic. The State of the Union, we're screwed. Congress won't stand up to him. Congress won't make him straighten up and fly right. They're okay with ICE beating the streets and beating people up and denying people their due process, violating the Constitution on a daily basis. The Republican Party is fine with that. They're happy. In the history of the world, you can look back and you can see all these people making poor choices, lashing out at other human beings based on their religion or the color of their skin, the fact that they speak a different language. It's all pathetic, you ask me. When I meet someone, I smile and I shake their hand. I don't ask what their religion is. I don't ask what their race is or what their gender is, or I say hi. Okay. It's not that complicated. If you watch the news, you'd think that the news in the United States, if you watch that, you're just going to get depressed. They act like Donald Trump is normal. How pathetic is that? The man couldn't be further from normal. How many orange people do you know? God. I don't know anyone that wears bronzer. Seems pathetic to me. Everything is not normal. They're mistreating our allies and cuddling up with our adversaries. If they're an evil dictator running around murdering people, Donald Trump rolls out the red carpet for him, literally. He did it for Putin. In his first term, he did the Helsinki hand job. Second term, he's already done the Alaska ass kiss. What's his next visit with Putin going to look like? Let me ask you, will Trump spit or will he swallow? He's done everything but blow the guy. I mean, that's the way it looks to me. Epstein's Island was a den of debauchery. It should have been called Fetish Island. These guys were going there every weekend and partying, hobnobbing with the rich and famous, while in the back room they're raping little girls. They got them all on film. I'm sure there were cameras in every room of Epstein's houses. Well, the two houses that they bothered to search, they didn't search his third house. On purpose, they didn't search it. Every president that we've had since George W. Bush, they covered it up. They allowed it to continue. They stopped investigations. They halted prosecutions on purpose, premeditated. In Trump's first term, Bill Barr saw all of these Epstein documents. He didn't prosecute anyone. Obama, 2 terms, didn't prosecute anyone. I lost a lot of respect for those guys. Same with Merrick Garland. Could have prosecuted all of them. Chose not to. What a nice guy. I wonder, did he take a bribe? Or did they have dirt on him too? It's all disgusting. The people in Europe, they're all getting prosecuted. They're all being arrested. They're all given notice to lose their position. As it should be here, but it's not. The Republicans do not care. They're not going to hold anyone accountable. State of the Union tonight. In the stands, there's going to be a bunch of Epstein's victims. I don't think Donald Trump's going to give him a shout out, but I don't think he's going to rape him again either. So maybe that's a plus. You and I have a different set of morals. We have a different set of ethics than these people do. Personal opinion. I mean, feel free to jump in the chat and disagree. If you want to be able to chat, you need to go to YouTube and get that Discord app. It's free, just like the show's free. And I'm not getting any votes on the poll. I'm going to change it. Let's do a new poll. All right, let's see. What's a good poll question? All right. Do you trust the current United States government? Let's see if we can get some response on that one. Well, at least this one's grammatically correct. I put capital letters in. I didn't bother to do that on the first one. So what do you guys think? I'm not going to watch the State of the Union. All a guy does is lie. He's going to tell you that we're in the golden age. This ain't a golden age to me. This is the path to the poorhouse. Okay. We're on track to fail. We're going to fail in foreign policy. We're going to fail in domestic policy. This president does not know how to succeed. He does know how to cheat. He does know how to lie. He does know how to steal. That's the way it appears to me. You think he's legit on anything? I think the guy's, I don't know. He's a mess. That's the nicest way I can put it. He's just a mess. Everything he touches seems to turn to shit. That's the way it appears to me. Imports, exports, both are down because of his tariffs. Tourism, down. Government jobs, 250,000 people fired, not getting a paycheck anymore. How can you add up all those negatives and think that our economy is growing, that it's doing fine? It's backsliding drastically. Unemployment is up. The numbers that this government is giving you are not legitimate numbers. They're make-believe. Legitimate numbers will start to trickle out after the midterm elections. The first week of December, we're going to find out, oh, I guess unemployment is higher than we thought. Oh, looks like the economy is not doing as good as we thought. A lot of moments are coming. No, I did not get a nap today. I wanted one, but there was no time. It takes time to take a nap. A power nap to me is 2 hours. If I get a 2-hour nap, I feel great. Tonight, right after dinner, I'll be sitting here on the couch, falling asleep, nodding out. I fully expect it. I was up till about 1:30 last night. And then I got up this morning at 7:45. What kind of hours are you putting in? When I was young, I went without sleep a lot. I lived in Vegas. And I was young. That's what you do when you live in Vegas and you're young. You go without sleep. There's too many things to do in that town. Well, I haven't lived there in about 10 years, but I can tell you that I used to be able to go bowling at 4 o'clock in the morning. I could go to the bar at 4 o'clock in the morning. I could shoot pool at 4 o'clock in the morning. I could do everything except banking. I could go to a casino and cash a check, so I could do some banking transactions. Do you know when they first put the ATMs in the casinos, you used to be able to make a deposit in them? You can't do that in a casino anymore. You cannot deposit money into your bank account. They didn't like that. People would win a jackpot, they'd walk over the ATM and deposit the money. The casino saw that go down and said, wait a minute, we don't want them to be able to do that. I wonder why. Once they get you in their building, they want you and your money to stay until you run out of money. Yeah, I'm already tired of this poll. It hasn't gotten any votes. I'm going to end that one and start a new one. Is America in its golden age? Oh, I messed that all up. I got to figure out what I'm doing on here eventually. Is America in its golden age? Let's try that poll. See if we get anything on that one. No votes in the other two. So we'll try the third one, see if it helps. Well, I think that's what Trump's going to say in his State of the Union tonight. He's going to tell us that we're in America's golden age. You know, where you pay double for all your groceries. I paid $8.99 for a rotisserie chicken today. And I paid $8.31 for 1 pound of ground beef today. And let's see, what else did I get? Oh, I paid $2.49 for a pack of lunch meat, bologna. Actually, I think it was pickle loaf. I think everything's double what it used to cost me. Personal opinion. No, I did not buy coffee today. I got some That's probably the most expensive thing that I'm buying food wise is coffee right now. I think it's around $15 for a big can. It's a rip off and a half. All these prices are double, if you ask me, what they should be. Well, my Dr. Peppers that I drink every day, I drink 2 cans of Dr. Pepper a day. Buying them by the 12 pack, they cost $1 a can, minimum. $12. No, I got that wrong. That's for 24. So 50 cents a can. Plus the deposit, which would make them 60 cents a can. I think it's 10 cents a can. It's just criminal, these prices. And they're not going to go down. Even if they stop the tariffs, the prices are never going to go down. Once a corporation sees that you'll pay that amount, they're not going to lower the price. They're just going to add to their profits. So even without a tariff, the prices aren't going to go back down. They want you to think they are, but they're not. It was the same way during the pandemic when we had the supply chain shortage. They raised the prices, fixed the supply chain. Did you ever see the prices come down? No, me either. Corporate profits were up. I saw that. Corporate profits are always up every year. If corporate profits aren't up, the CEO gets fired. Every time a CEO hires in, he has to cut costs and increase profit. That's his job. They're going to refund the tariff money to the businesses that raised our prices. So they're going to have a windfall of profit when they get all that tariff money back. They're not going to pass it on to you, the consumer. Not at all. Your prices are likely to get raised again. That's the corporate way. What can I tell you? You can go get a 4-year degree in business and go do the same thing, but these guys have to raise profit and they have to decrease cost. That's what their job forces them to do. If they don't do both, they get fired. So what's going on with you guys? What are you up to today? Feel free to jump in the chat. Let me know what's on your mind. We can talk about anything you want. How bad I am at doing polls? Okay. Oh, give me a break. A year from now, I'll be perfect with those polls. But for right now, it's a struggle. Like everything I try to do. I'm like a blind man that just bought a new house. I'm walking around trying to learn and not walk into any walls. And with these polls, I appear to have walked into a wall. I don't know what the hell I'm doing. What's new, right? I did not go to college to learn how to be on TV. I went to college. I used to go to college. No, I never attended classes. I never enrolled. I used to go up to the college to meet girls. You want to meet a smart girl? They're in college. I'm telling you. That's where you go to meet them. You can't meet them where they're not. You got to go to where they are, right? When I was a young man, I would grab a quart of beer and go up to the college. Before I finished the quart of beer, I would always pick up a girl. I don't know what you guys called it. I called it the layaway plan. That's all it ever took, is just go to the college and I'd drink my quart of beer and meet a girl. They're all over the place. But if you want a smart one, they're going to college. Nowadays, I don't know. I see just as many women doing DoorDash as I do men. That seems to be equally balanced out between the genders. That's the way it appears to me. Well, when I was going up to college and picking up girls, so that would have been what? The late 70s, early 80s. Nowadays, I don't know, maybe you can't get on a college campus unless you're enrolled there now. When I was young, anybody could go anywhere. I haven't been young in a long time. Sorry. I'm turning 69 next month. It's not nice. The number may be nice. The action of 69 may be nice, but me turning 69 is not nice. I'm just saying. I told him this morning at breakfast, I'm going to throw it in reverse. I'm going to work my way back down to 40. It's all right. I don't care if I'm getting old. I mean, realistically, I make growing old look good. Okay. But no, I had a wild childhood. Yeah, I guarantee you, you've never met anyone like me. I've had a very unique life. How many guys do you know that hitchhiked around the country for 5 years? I did. How many guys do you know that worked in table games in Las Vegas for 33 years? I did. That's damn near 2/3 of my life. Different than anybody else. When I was young, I used to cook. I was a line cook and I worked high-end supper clubs and country clubs. That's what I originally did when I went to Vegas. And they pissed me off, so I went to trade school and became a dealer. But before I did that, all of that, I was a factory worker in Michigan. I was a Class B drill press operator in a union shop, about as good as you could get. And that was before the internet, you know. Now you guys got the internet. I'd probably, if I were young right now, I'd probably be working all of those: DoorDash, Lyft, Uber, Instacart. I'd probably be doing all of those and probably working, 19, 20 hours a day. That's the way to make money. But I would have definitely preferred to be self-employed versus working for a corporation, like, a 9-to-5 job Monday through Friday. I liked doing everything that I did. It was very rare that I was working a job where I was unhappy. I think that matters. I mean, you got to stay sane. But, you also got to make enough money that you can have a life outside of work in order to get quality of life. The hardest thing about finding a job was finding a job that you'd be satisfied with. Back in the day in Vegas, the tips was what you were working for. The tips were a lot more than your paycheck. And when the joint across the street was making more tips than you were making, you would walk across the street and get a job, make the better money. You're basically doing the same job in every casino, so why not? I enjoyed dealing. I liked meeting the people and talking to the people. Same thing I do in this room. There were certain drawbacks to being a dealer. Well, number one, you didn't have any control over winning and losing. Dealer doesn't make any decisions. They have no control over whether they're winning or losing. If you did have control, then the casino wouldn't let you be a dealer. They'd be too afraid that you'd give all their money away. And the casino does consider it all to be their money, even if it's in your pocket. The casino thinks that if I got them in my building, that's my money. But the casino business, there's no, when you're dealing the game, you're not making any decisions at all. That was one of the good parts about it. There were some bad parts. They used to think that you were a billboard. They'd give you some giant button. Put this on your chest and wear it around every day, all day. They wanted to turn you into a walking and talking billboard. All the way down to the color of their shirts. They wanted the color of their uniforms to stand out so that if you weren't at work, but you were wearing your work clothes, everyone would know where you work. Same concept. You're a walking billboard. Used to drive me up a wall. I couldn't stand it. I used to make up my own buttons, my own signs. I actually had a name tag made that said my name. And it said I was from Tipping, Oklahoma. Oklahoma was abbreviated, so it would say my name, Tipping OK. I was working for tips. So if they're going to have me as a walking billboard and train you to read my shirt, I'm going to have my name tag right there so you can see it. But I used to say my name and Tipping OK. It was a great conversation starter. And they'd say, I've never heard of Tipping, Oklahoma. Me either, till I made it up. I don't know, maybe there is a town in Oklahoma called Tipping. I doubt it. I knew another dealer. He had one made up, says, I don't have herpes. I thought that was hilarious. The casino didn't think it was funny. No, they got kind of upset at that. I knew another guy went out and got his real estate license, and he'd come in to deal blackjack, and he'd set up a little tray full of business cards. He was selling $1 million worth of houses a year. Eventually, the casino said, what are you doing? Why are you bringing in business cards? And he says, because I'm selling these people houses. And I like to think we help to educate the casinos a little bit. In my day. I'm sure those days are gone now. It used to crack me up. It was a different time. I remember I had seats at UNLV for the basketball season. I bought season tickets. Me and a bunch of other dealers. There'd be 4 of us all in a row there. And we all called into work and went to the game. And the casino manager saw us on TV sitting in the stands on a day that we were scheduled to work. It was an early game. So we had to call in to work so that we could go to the game. Yeah, he was not pleased. I thought it was hilarious. He wrote me a warning slip. I told him, thank God. And he said, what? And I said, I thought you were going to promote me. I just signed it. Put a copy in my inbox. If you were a good dealer, you didn't have to worry in those days. It's a skilled position. They can't just put anybody in there and get the hands per hour or the decisions per hour that someone that is talented can get them. So you had him over a barrel. I had one casino manager, I called him. I was drunk. And I said, I'm calling in drunk. He says, don't tell me that. And I said, all right, well, I'm calling in because I'm in New Orleans and I ain't in no shape to get home. I went for a 3-day weekend and stayed 4 days. I was due back at work, but I was too intoxicated and I changed my tickets, my flight. I just booked it for the next day. He didn't fire me. When I went back to work, he didn't talk to me for a week. Does that count as punishment? I don't know. Well, it's a different time nowadays, you know. Those days where I was running roughshod on Vegas, those days are long gone. It's like I used to drive down the strip at 75 miles an hour. You can't do that nowadays. But in the early 80s, it was not a big deal. We used to get away with a lot of things. I actually saw a dealer doing cocaine while he was on the job. Nobody said a word to him. Those days are gone now. But in the 80s, being a dealer in Vegas in the 80s, you could walk into any bank and get anything you wanted. Walk in and say, give me a signature loan for $6,000. Okay, here you go. Sign here. It'd take about 30 minutes from start to finish. My oldest son, he wanted to buy a car. So he goes down to the dealership and he calls me. He says, I need you to come down here and co-sign so I can buy this car. I said, all right. So I swung by the dealership. I go in and I fill out their credit thingy. And then he asked his salesman, he says, is that enough? Can I get my car? He says, yeah, you can get your car with your dad's signature. And then he told my son, he said, your dad can take any 3 cars he wants off the lot. That's the way it was back in the day. It's not like that now. Corporate America is what happened. When the mob owned the casinos, they were much nicer to work in. You got treated good as long as you didn't steal from the mob. But working for the mob back in the day in Vegas was nice. Your family'd come in and the boss would come over and he'd write them all comps to dinner in the steakhouse, not the buffet. Okay. When the mob owned the casino and you had no business, you weren't making any tips, the mob boss would come over and he'd take a bunch of money out of your rack and drop it into your tip box. And he'd say, please don't steal from me. He asked real nice. Corporate America is not like that. Corporate America came in and they said, you don't get free health insurance anymore. We're going to charge you now. That was corporate America. Take the casino's cost off of you and put it right, or off of them and put it right on your back. Corporate America. They cut their costs, not yours. Corporate America was in direct competition with the dealer's tip box. Once you got paid a tip and it went into your box, the casino couldn't win that money back. Corporate America took offense to that. They were in direct competition with you for your tip money. So if you started making a bunch of tips, they'd pull you off of the game and put in somebody there that didn't speak English. Make less tips. Corporations do a lot of things that are not beneficial to their employees. They don't tell you about it, but they do it. Corporate America is not worker friendly. It's the exact opposite. Shubham? No, thank you. I appreciate the offer though, brother. I make my own thumbnails, as you can tell. I don't care about them. It's not that kind of a show. This is all live content. I have no control over what we discuss. You actually being in the chat room, you decide what we discuss. Whatever topic you put up, we talk about. Thumbnail designers and video editing, man, bless your heart. Hey, do you know Tragedy Tales? Buddy of mine, a friend of the show. He's got his own channel, 485,000 subscribers. I'm sure he would like to talk to you. Tragedy Tales. He spends a lot of time editing. I don't edit anything. I do a live take. If it's good enough, it's good enough. If it's not, I throw it away and do it again. No, Ryan is the guy's name, and he reads every comment. Super nice guy, very friendly. Jump in, drop him a line. He'll get back to you. Trust me. It's a good man. He's in the UK. And he does editing every day, and it drives him up a wall. If you're reasonably priced, I'm sure he would consider you. Probably want to see a sample of what you're editing, but ghosts mostly. Tell him I sent you. Guy's name is Ryan. His site's called Tragedy Tales. I think he's got about 84 videos that are up now. Oh, he must have lost a few. I thought he had 484, 485. Super nice guy. And I'm sure he's ready to expand. The only other guy I know that might be wanting to, he's on vacation right now, but that's Tom Grassi. He farms out some of his editing work. Not a problem, Shub. I appreciate you jumping in. Try Cross Timbers Bison. Guy's name is Dusty Baker. He's up and coming. He's got about 350,000 subscribers. His editing is a pain in his ass. I'm telling you that right now. He would like to edit more and publish more, I'm sure. His name's Dusty Baker. He's a rancher in southern Oklahoma. Cross Timbers Bison. I know another guy, he's quite a bit smaller. He's only got 100,000 subscribers. His name's Mike Kimber, Kimber. He just hired a producer for the first time after he hit 100,000. He might be looking for an editor as well. He puts out 1 or 2 videos a day. And anything else I can ever help you with, brother, don't hesitate to ask. Yeah, Tom Grassi uses a guy named Johnny Barks. Helps him with his editing. But he might be ready to expand. He just hit 1 million subscribers. I've only been doing this 5 months, so I'm just getting started. And for this project, what I'm doing now that's all live, I don't do any editing at all. And for my thumbnails, I just use a bunch of pictures of my face, use my beard. But I wish you luck. I think you're on the right track. anything that has to do with being online is a good thing. Because I can't follow the rules. I go by the name Ghost mostly. And I do not have a plan. I do not have a script. I just wing it every day. I have faith. Eventually, YouTube will get me to where I got to be. I know. Probably drives you crazy. But I really have no plan. I can do anything I want, but my channel's not monetized. So there's no point in putting out products when I can't get paid for them. After I get to 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 viewing hours and my channel gets monetized, I'll come up with a plan. But until it gets monetized, there's no point in putting out a bunch of material that's not going to get me paid. Once I get my channel monetized, I'll be doing a lot of other projects that can get me paid. This show, however, will always be free. I was thinking about doing a new project. I'm just starting to work on it, as a matter of fact. I'll put up a new playlist probably the middle of next month to see if that generates more views. I'm going to do song lyrics for public domain. I see a lot of people writing music, but I'm thinking I just need to do lyrics. And I'm going to give them away for free, hoping that somebody will use them and then actually produce a song. Yeah, I don't have a budget. It costs me $13.99 a month to have this channel. Well, I do like to talk to people, but I'm not sure what direction I want to go. I might use AI for some future projects too. I was actually thinking there might be a way to set up a video maze. Whereas if you don't pick the right path, it puts you back on a loop. And you have to make the right choices in order to proceed, in order to see the final content. Oh, that's why I'm doing it 2 hours a day, 5 days a week. I got time. I'm retired. Sorry. I've never fit into the mold that other people have made my whole life. I've always cut my own path and gone my own way. I honestly believe that interactive TV is the way of the future. There are a lot of people sitting at home on their couch, just like me, that are bored, got nothing to do and no one to talk to. I think, in my opinion, if you were watching a sitcom, say like Big Bang Theory, and you could be watching Big Bang Theory in reruns, but chatting with the star, think about it. How many people would want to have a conversation with Kaylee Kuko? I think you could put it behind a paywall and they'd jump in to have that conversation with her daily. She's got 12 years of TV shows. If each one of those was a separate chat room behind a paywall, it could make the money that she made off of 12 years of doing the TV show look pretty minuscule, in my opinion. But this particular channel, this particular show is not going to have anything behind a paywall. This is 100% free. No sponsors, no midstream ads, no upsell of any kind. But that's what I want. I worked in Vegas for 33 years in the table games departments. I met a lot of people every day. And I like talking to them, getting to know them, and find out what's on their mind, what their priorities are, that kind of thing. And then I miss that in my retirement. So I created this show so I can continue to meet people such as yourself. It works for me. It wouldn't work for everybody, but I made a commitment to myself when I started this project. I'd give it 3 years to build me a community. I'm 5 months in. I'm trying to prove that I'm regular and dependable and reliable. Monday through Friday, 3 to 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And I really don't care what we talk about. As long as we stay within the community guidelines of YouTube, I'm golden. A lot of people want to pass the time, and I think that chatting with your TV is right up their alley. I smoke pot. I'm an old guy. I'm retired. I turned 69 next month. I'm guessing you would be about what, 22, 23 years old? Shot in the dark. I'd say you're probably a student trying to start your own business. It's all very commendable. What part of the world are you in? Oh, nice. I got other subscribers that are from India, up in the Northeast. You got a lot of people in your country, a lot of people. Very good. Hey, you got to have a side hustle, guy. More power to you. I applaud you. I'm proud of you for what you're doing. As you learn your skills, put them to use. And a master's is a good thing. It'll stay with you the rest of your life. My granddaughter's just starting college this August, and she's on path to get her master's in 4 years. She is 3 credits shy of an associate's degree when she walks into college for the first day. Very smart girl. But yeah, that master's will pay you back tenfold. You'll make good money. But the side hustle's the way to go. I always had one all those years in Vegas. It's a worthwhile search, brother, but you got to check the other platforms as well. I don't know about TikTok right now. It looks like the new owner is going to drive that right into the sewer. But I would say get on Blue Sky and look for content creators that are just starting out and offer them a low ball participation fee. Yeah, TikTok it's under new ownership, and they're going to flush it right down the toilet. There's no other way to phrase it. But I'd stay off of TikTok if it's banned there, and I'd stay off of Truth Social, and I'd stay off of X. Get on some of the other ones. Blue Sky, I would jump on quick. Just get your presence there and put some feelers out. There's also I think there's a niche market out there in training videos. Any skilled trade, any kind of a training video, just put in a disclaimer, cover yourself. But yeah, I wish you a lot of luck, brother. You keep at it, be persistent, you'll find your niche. That's what Dusty Baker is with Cross Timbers Bison. He's a niche. Same thing with Tom Grassi. He's got a niche. So does Tragedy Tales. Build your niche and build your business, and from there you can go in any direction you want or in all the directions you want. Down the road, when I get my channel monetized, I might need a good editor, depending on what content I'm producing. But for right now, sorry. I wish I could be more help to you. But feel free to hit me up anytime. Like I said, anything I can help you with, I'm game. I've met a lot of nice people on here. I've been doing this 5 months and nobody said a bad word to me. No, but once I have monetization, I'm willing to invest. I'm now willing to invest time or money without monetization prior. Yep, that's why I'm here. I'm building an audience. I'm slow but sure. I'm picking up about 10 subscribers a month. I don't know who YouTube is putting me in front of, but I do know that I've talked to people in like 10 different countries, which I find very exciting. Yeah, I'm in 3 different algorithms on YouTube. I've got some shorts out. I've got some 5-minute videos out, and I do the live streaming. I'm in 3 different algorithms. I'm growing slowly, but growing. I can't complain. 6 months from now, if I'm not over 100 subscribers, I might complain. But for right now, being 5 months in, I really can't complain. It costs me $13.99 a month, and I'm sitting here on my couch. The one I'm working on launching next month would be another playlist that would have the free song lyrics. I'm figuring that could find me another genre of audience. I haven't decided what length to do those videos. I'm thinking they're going to be 10 to 15 minutes. But I'll do them in one take. I had more trouble with the vertical format than anything else. I don't care for the vertical format, actually. It just, not my style. I've always tried to be unique. I think my show that I've designed here is unique. Yep, I agree with you. So let me ask you something personal. Don't go into too much detail, but I just had a discussion with my granddaughter about signing up for student debt. You're working on your master's. How much student debt have you amassed? The average here in the United States to get a master's student debt, $250,000. It's outrageous, brother. Outrageous. I do not want my granddaughter to get out of college with a master's and be $250,000 in debt. That's a major concern. Do you guys have grant money available in India that you guys can get? Here, you can apply for grants, get the grants based on your grades. That will help out with your costs. She got a partial, my granddaughter got a partial scholarship. Didn't pay for her food or her housing. Her food for the first year was $3,000. Housing for the first year was $10,000. The tuition to her college, $25,000 a year. $160,000. Sure. Oh, 16,000. Okay. Yes, the United States is extremely costly. If you wanted to go to a big college here, like University of Michigan, per example, $45,000 a year in tuition alone. That's before you buy a single book. No housing, no food. That's just to get into the school. It's criminal, it's so high. Going to college is the right thing to do. Coming out of college full of debt is not the right thing to do. Would she have to have citizenship or dual citizenship? Yeah. I'll have her look into it. She's a smart girl. If there's a deal to be found, I'm sure she'll find it. She had a lot of choices for college. She got accepted at a lot of schools. I think the computers are here to stay. Yep. Well, Google's got their own set of problems, let me tell you. I'm fighting with Google right now. They're trying to tie my computer, my TV, and my phone all together. I don't want my phone in on the process. I'm trying to keep my phone separate, and Google's stroking out about it. They don't like it at all. I had to sign in 3 different times in one day. They were trying to get me to sign in on my phone. I flat out refused. I signed in on my computer one time and I signed in on my TV twice. They want all of your equipment tied in. That's not right. I should only tie in what I want to tie in. In my opinion. Yes, the cost of living here is extremely high, my friend. Extremely high. But you can do anything in America. Literally. For example, I can tell you about myself. I have a 9th grade education. I never graduated high school. I have a published book for sale on Amazon. And I have my own TV show with a 9th grade education. So I say you can do anything in America, but the cost of living here is extremely high. Maybe the highest in the world. You're going for your master's. You're going to do a thesis anyways. You should write a book about that process that you're going through, like a guidebook for other people to do exactly what you're doing, and self-publish that on Amazon. It's just another side gig, but it's intellectual property. Once you write that book, it can sell for 100 years and still make you money. Well, in my opinion, you would want to do both. But that goes right into what I was talking to you about in instructional videos. Every time I want to do something, I look it up on YouTube and see if there's a video to tell me how to do it. It's a handy resource that wasn't available when I was young. But I would think that for someone your age, it would be second nature to check online for everything that you want to do. The guy that gets the most information generally wins. That's been my experience anyways. But getting on YouTube is easy, and I highly recommend it to anyone. Come up with an idea that no one else is doing. Do a search for it, and if nothing comes up on your search, you know you're golden. You'll be the only one in there. It's like if you want to do videos on auto repair, well, everybody and their brother has done videos on auto repair. You're not going to make any money in it unless you've already got a huge following. Do a search for an instructional video that's not on there. Like what you're doing. On the road to achieving my master's degree. These are the steps I took. Draw out an outline. Make yourself a syllabus. Turn on the camera and go, bro. I do this 5 days a week and I love it. I feel good at the end of the day. Most of the people that jump in here stay for 20, 30 minutes tops. which is cool. It's very similar to what I used to do dealing blackjack. People would sit down, play for 30 minutes, and get up and leave. Very similar. Well, if you contact that Tom Grossi, he's on vacation for 2 weeks. So you won't hear back from him for probably a month. But you can drop him a line at his email. It's on his page. He'll read it eventually. But he's got a guy that he's already using named Johnny Barks. Johnny is like a younger version of me. It's got the long hair. It was nice meeting and nice talking to you today. And like I said, anything I can help you with, just give me a holler. All right, I got to close out the poll. Let's see where we're at here. All right, we got a yes. I don't think it's our golden age, but I appreciate that somebody does. I did 3 polls today. I got a response on 1, so I'm learning. I'll figure it out. At least I remembered to stop to end the poll today. That's new to me. I think I'm 2 days in a row now. Watch out. I'm on a hot streak. Yeah, 2 in a row. Afternoon chat, Monday through Friday, 3 to 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. The guest stars of the show are the people in the chat. They determine what we talk about. The show has no script. It has no agenda. Total control of the show goes to the people in the chat. We do have to follow some rules. We need to abide by the community guidelines established by YouTube. As long as we do that, we're golden. The only thing you can do wrong on this channel is not have a good time. You don't have to agree with me to be here. You don't have to agree with me to voice your opinion. You will be treated with respect here. Everyone is. There's no midstream ads, no commercials, no sponsors. I'm not trying to chase you down and tackle your wallet. Nothing's behind a pay window. Nothing is an upsell. And I'm not coming out with a line of merch. I do want to tell people that I appreciate them liking and subscribing. I do appreciate all my viewers. If there's anything I preach on here, it's tolerate, don't hate. You don't have to agree with everyone. You don't even have to like everyone. But you should respect and tolerate everyone. Hate builds nothing. It's actually society's wrecking ball. So I say don't hate, learn to tolerate. Do not try to micromanage other people. Let them choose their own path. All human beings are basically the same, but at the same time, we are all unique individuals. Every time you try to micromanage someone else's life, you're subconsciously telling them it's okay for them to micromanage your life. I don't think that's what you want. Try to be the most understanding, the most patient, the most compassionate. You're going to come out a winner. This is an inclusive channel. Everyone is welcome here. It's not an exclusive club. The secret to success on planet Earth is real simple. The more people you have on your team, the lighter your workload and the faster you succeed. Doesn't matter what task, doesn't matter what your goals are. The key to your success is to get more people on your team. If you're trying to build a house and you're just you, one man, could take you a couple of years. But if you got a couple hundred people on your team, you could build that house in a couple of weeks. It's the key to everything on planet Earth. Get more people on your team. That's how my channel is going to succeed, is by being inclusive, getting more people on my team. The only thing I need to do to get more people on my team is tolerate them and get them to tolerate me. Tolerance is the key. It doesn't matter what you're doing. Get more people on your team. You lighten your own workload and you speed up your success. I don't care where you are in this world. Open your front door and take a look. Everything that you see there that is man-made, that's your proof, your bona fide evidence that the human beings before you put their differences aside and actually work together to build great things. Houses, cars, roads, restaurants, office buildings, everything was built by a team. Nothing was built by one man alone. Think about that. The key to your success is to get more people on your team. Point blank. It's a real simple formula, and a lot of people have problems with it. Hatred, anger, these are bad things for our society. Patience and tolerance are good things for our society. Feel free to jump in the chat and voice your opinion. That's what this show's all about. But I'm telling you right now, I don't care what you're trying to do. You need more people, more human beings on your team. The more, the merrier. Success comes from collaboration and assistance. Human beings live in close proximity so that they can collaborate and work together. When we work together, we build great things. We all succeed. When we don't work together, everything gets a lot harder. The people you see on TV that are telling you to hate one another are not your friends. They are not helping you at all. Hatred builds nothing. It accomplishes nothing. There is no prize. There is no reward for hating. But if you can tolerate other human beings, you can collaborate with them and work together with them, and you can be extremely successful. Tell everybody you heard it here. Like and subscribe if you can. If you can't, don't sweat it. I'm not. Okay. Thank you for your time and consideration today. I do appreciate all of you. The star of today's show, Shubham from India. An intelligent young man reaching out. I predict he will succeed. All right. Thank you, guys. I'll see you tomorrow at 3. Be safe, be happy, and find someone to love. I dare you. See you tomorrow. Bye. I'm Ghost Mosley. I'll be 3 Eastern tomorrow. Bye.